we should...
Alright, the stream is live, so... If you want to something with me or you want to whack it in the chat, then do that. I don't get notifications, so it's hard for me to actually put a notification in. Hello everybody, even though nobody's watching.
Is Calligraph in?
Yes.
Yeah. 3 more people are online and they should be joining.
Okay,
That's Wolfsburg, LFC, and Mosside.
Okay, that's fine.
Tell Lodems to go to Williams again.
He's down as a full-time salvage driver on the website.
Well, I'm stupid then. Then say to Francis, Jessica to go...
Well no, because FaZe is the other salvage driver, so Francis might as well stay in the salvage.
No, because Odin doesn't have a seat.
Does on the website.
He cannot go on the... Can you please tell them Odin is your reserve?
Oh yeah, well,
Francis goes
Robin is a reserve as well. Yeah, okay. I didn't spot that Robin had gone in the Sauber, my bad. I can't phone load. Come on, bro.
Don't worry, I'll tell them. Robin go Haas. Sauber. No, I didn't. When did I... What? Should have Wolfsburg and Mosside waiting for them. Mosside is in the main menu and Wolfsburg.
We might as well get going though in a minute, and if they join, if they want to join, then join.
Someone dropped. I think that's Ben LFC.
Yeah, it was.
We'll get going in a bit. Just 5 minutes.
Okay, we have no Alice today. No Alice killer.
Right, we have Ben back in. Can you please tell to Has9 to go to Red Bull?
Huh?
And I cannot send the link because I don't have my phone.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright. I'll have to sort that in a minute then. Oh god!
Dying.
Am I right? I don't know why I'm dying. I just died for no reason. Oh god. I can feel another cough coming. Fuck. Go away, please.
Oh dear. Where is Wolfsburg? Wolfsburg. And Mosside.
It doesn't matter, let's just go. Benji needs to pick his car, which is Williams. We're going.
Alright. Oh yeah, okay. I don't want to fight a dog.
Fight a dog? He wants to fight Robin. So you call Robin a dog?
Yeah. No, it says bring your dog.
Oh, hello Odom. Nice to see you in the chat. Bit of a cringy way of saying hello, but okay.
What did he say?
He said, hello Johnny,
hello,
my sweet
yes.
angel with a heart.
nice P, what, 5 or 6 in TSL?
Oh, savage.
Nice crash with Chris.
Absolute savage. He's gonna hope bad on you now in F1.
He's got ball to be fair, but you know.
Well, I managed to skip that intro this time so I don't get another copyright fucking strike. That was ridiculous. Right, let's go then.
We got this drive for qualifying here in Monte Carlo as expected, to be fair.
What did you do to get a penalty, Odom? He said he's definitely getting a penalty for TSL.
I know. You took out Chris, didn't you?
I haven't actually watched his highlights video yet. Who's going to be first guy out on track? It's going to be interesting. Because around Monaco, clear track is more important than anything else, really. The Ferrari looking like they're coming out first, so that will be Warlock.
It is not, I think.
It should be. Yeah, because we have no Alice Killer, so it will be Warlock.
Oh, we don't? Okay.
No, Alice Killer's not racing today.
Okay, Has9 follows him. Calic West exiting the pits as well. Red Bull, Greenwich Beer and Guinness are coming out as well. Robin on his Haas and the Mercedes of we'll find out in a bit. So we have a scrap in the casino section of Guinness, Robin and Calic West, very close to each other. I'll be trying to get some clean air, but yeah, very close to each other. And Odoms is exiting the pit lane as well. What about now? Tom Killer, third in the standings, was leading coming into Russia, so he's finding himself a few points behind Beer in P2.
Yeah, had a disappointing result last time out in Spain, didn't he? Only just managed to finish in the points. 10th place in the end for him. I mean, Warlock wasn't too much better with 8th position after having a penalty removed.
Yeah, and I think Greenwich Beer finished in P3 to find himself only 3 points
behind.
behind
4 in Spain. 4. Only 3 points off the lead of the championship now, which is Warlock, who we are going to spectate coming around on his first flying lap of the Monaco circuit. Coming up the hill now. Nice little winding little straight as well. It's not even a straight, as we have yellow flags in sector 3.
That's Robin and Tom Killer. Tom Killer doesn't have a lot of clean air right now, but yeah, I don't think that was very ideal for both of them. A bit of a kerfuffle there on the Rascat section from Swamp and Abente again. Many drivers bunching up in the Rascas corner, but going on board again with Warlock. Tom Killer lagging a bit there. He's going to the wall. And Ben LFC and his teammate are now starting their laps in the Monaco circuit. Chill Drive and Francis both still in the pit, with Odoms not coming out either.
I know Warlock put in Warlock with a 19.2 sector 1 and a 53.3 through the middle sector. So it'll be interesting to see what lap time this will bring him. Probably late 1:11 maybe? I'm not sure. It's not been the best of laps by the looks of it. Looks like it might be a 1:12 as he comes across the line. It is a 1:12.3, which is the first lap of the day. As Nain comes across to do a 1:13.3.
Has 9 with a 13.3 in reserve.
Guinness just popped in a 12.5. Tom Killer 13.5. Robin with a 14.7. So we're seeing the first lot of laps coming in.
With 12.1 goes provisional pole as he's still in the pit lane for myself. I don't know what's going on, but
your internet is terrible. That's what's going on, Mike.
Yeah. I was seeing again Tom Killer and Robin very close to each other, and I think Robin is a bit slower than Tom Killer, and he's holding me up now in the second sector, coming into the tunnel. With Has 9 in the swimming pool section.
A little poor exit out the second half of the swimming pool section as well for Has 9, the driver who raced in F1 last week, but can't make the times of the races, so we've moved him down to F2.
Nice.
Racing tier 3 of AOR as well. And he's just put in a 1 minute 12.6, which puts him currently 4th fastest, but it was invalidated. Would have put him 4th fastest, but he was invalidated on the lap, so it doesn't count. One other thing to note as well is the new spectator camera with the new updates. During the race, we will get updates of when drivers get penalties and what for. As Odom's just pops in another purple lap time of a 1:11.7. And then Francis Jessica immediately beats it with a 1:11.567. Even though it says 568 on the top left.
Interesting, they all are running the pits.
Yeah, there's something going on with you then. What I might do is if you've got some issues with like desync and things, I'll do my best to try and do a highlights thing if you want me to do that, because my stream seems much more correct in terms of where everybody is.
No, I can do that. I
just need to download my stream.
The lobby and rejoin though. I think that could help.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to select a spectator cam though, so I'm just gonna wait here and watch the action as there's nothing really wrong. There's just people appearing in the pit lane. Just hope that doesn't transfer to the race. That would be a bit worse. But Warlock coming out for his second run very early. 6 minutes to go in the session. He has 4 laps.
Odom's just still going round. He's on his 3rd successive lap now. Is Odom's a winner last time out in Spain. But he's going to come across the line and put in a 1:11.1. Very quick lap to put himself top of the tree. 1:11.1 from TS Odom's. 4 tenths faster than Francis Jessica in 2nd position, who has just pitted. So we currently have Salvers leading the way. Calicrist, yes, has just put in a 1 minute 12.3 to put himself 4th. Identical lap time to Warlock. But with Warlock setting it first, he gets the higher position on the leaderboard.
Calic is up on his lap by 44 thousandths from the first sector, coming to the hairpin now. And into Portia. He went to the tunnel. I'm not sure who else is out on track. Odin is now appearing out on track, thank God.
Maledictus, yeah, he's on his in lap now, Odin does. Maledictus is out on track, don't think he's on a flying lap, I'm not too sure. The only other person out on track is Calicrist, Warlock, Guinness is on an out lap, Tom Killer, Robin and Ben are also on out laps as well. So Maledictus, this is a flying lap. Championship leader at the moment, GFP, is Warlock Munir by 3 points ahead of Grown Eyes Beer, with Tom Killer, I believe, 3rd?
Yeah, Tom Killer on 55 or 6, and
only 6 points behind.
Warlock has 65.
Oh, Maledictus makes a mistake as he came across Odom's. It says that Odom's has a 0 players grid penalty for collision with Maledictus. We may have this new penalty system, but it seems a bit broken. Especially as me in a race on Tuesday, I got a 3-second corner cutting penalty for spinning. Warlock's just put in a personal best first sector as well, 300ths faster than his previous best. So it looks like he could be on a quick one. Championship leader and defending champion.
Ooh, 19.2 on the first sector.
Seems to get through the new Bell chicane with no issues. Into Tabak, missing the apex of Tabak.
Raskas, and he's facing the barrier.
Gotta be careful, gotta hope he's ghosted then as Warlock's coming through that part of the track now. Yep, he has done. Warlock pretty much setting an identical lap time to what he's done before. He was 15 thousandths slower in the middle sector than his previous lap. Comes across the line to do a 1:12.2, so it does improve, but only by, what, half a tenth? As Caliphrist has improved and done a 1:11.8. Guinness also on a lap now as well. Interesting to see what lap time he can do. As Warlock has put it in the wall. No, he's just given up and retired from the section. I thought he put it in the wall.
Yeah, pretty surprising with 3 minutes to go, and has 9 there on the exit of a casino and coming into...
Oh, big slide coming out of Rascaster and Guinness. That might have completely bottled his lap. Wasn't seeming like too bad of a run until then. Comes across the line to do a 1:12.8, which is a quarter of a second slower than his previous best. Bit of a shame they made a mistake. Grown Ice Beer has just made a mistake as well in the first part of Swimming Pool. Was up on his previous best. But yeah, he has tapped the wall. I don't think he's got any damage, so I think he has got away with it, so he can go around and do another lap. But that would have cost him all the time he'd made up. He was 4 tenths up. As yeah, he's just put in a 13.0, so that cost him 6 tenths, that mistake in the Swimming Pool. As Chill Drive has just put in a 1:14.4 to put himself in 5th position.
Williams is doing his outlap now with 2 minutes to go.
Grown Ice Beer with a 19.1, sector 1. Pretty quick through first sector there for Grown Ice Beer. Using a lot of the curb in the hairpin. Going through 48. Again, pretty good drive out of both those corners into the tunnel.
Is that Grown Ice Beer?
Yeah, Grown Ice Beer, yeah. Coming into the Novel Chicane. 19.1 sector 1, so he's already 4 tenths up.
Swarm has done 19.1 as well. He's in about the same part of the track, so we'll see some times go down very quickly then.
53.0, not a great middle sector from Grown Ice Beer. He's 9 tenths off on his previous best, but he's about 4 tenths off Odom's through that middle sector. This could be enough to put him maybe 2nd or 3rd if he has a good exit out the final corner, which he kind of does. A little bit of a back end step out through Anthony Noakes, but doesn't cost him too much time. 1:11.8 puts him 3rd for Grown Ice Beer, beating Caliphrist by 9 thousandths. Swan is out after crossing the start-finish line. Goes straight on at turn 1.
Has 9 now coming to the last corner. Has a Williams of
currently 6 tenths up on his previous best. How much time will he make up? 1:12.9, but again invalid. No, not invalidated. He moves up to 9th. Game was a bit delayed in telling me he moved off the position there. Moves him into the top 10.
Oh, Tom Killer went 3 thousandths up on his time into the 3rd sector.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
see if he can improve and maybe pass Chill Drive to go on the 3rd row of the grid.
He's only got 8 hundredths to find to get himself above Chill Drive. Coming across the line now, 1:12.3. He does improve. Puts himself into 6th position. Quite close between some of these midfield runners at the moment. 5th to 8th, separated by just under 3 tenths. Chill Drive's just gone straight on at the first part of the Swimming Pool chicane and hit the wall when he was 6 tenths up.
Odom's an 18.9 on the 1st sector, rapid 1.5 tenths up on his personal best. Let's see if he can get into the 1/10 barrier. I'll have to wait and see. Comes into the tunnel now as many people are retiring in the back. We still have Caliphrist, Has 9, Killuminati Ben and Odoms, the man we are spectating at the moment, yet to complete a lap coming to the chicane.
Very deep in the first part of that.
Yeah, interesting.
It's not easy. That section of the track is not easy on a pad. I will confirm that. Trying to get the direction change. Yeah, he's lost a lot of time there.
Yellow flag as well. I think that is qualifying over. No, Caliphrist goes P3 right in the end of the session.
1:11.804, yeah. Pips Grown Ice Beer by half a tenth. Odoms puts in 11.4 on his final lap, so that is the end of qualifying. TS Odoms did do a lap that was good enough for pole, was on to improve before a mistake into the Novel chicane cost him pretty much all of that time he'd made up, so he has pole position. He does have a grid penalty. 5-place grid penalty though for holding up Killuminati.
Very crucial here in Monaco. He's going to start behind Warlock Mania.
He's going to start down in 6th, yeah. So that promotes Francis Jessica to pole position. Caliphrist starting on the front row, then in 2nd. Grown Ice Beer 3rd. Warlock 4th. Tom Killer 5th. And Odoms will now move to 6th position. Chill Drive 7th. Guinness in 8th. Ace Hasnane 9th, with Robin completing the top 10. Everybody below starting on whatever tyres they want. But yeah, that is crucial for Odom's getting that 5-place grid penalty. It does mean that now, instead of starting at the front, he's going to have 5 other drivers in front of him to try and negotiate and to try and avoid contact with. Best place on the grid to be is at the front, which Francis Jessica has inherited. Oh, just left that fucking cutscene on again, that's not good. I was too busy talking.
It's race day in Monaco. Francis.
Again, seems quite sunny and nice.
Okay, right, yeah. Sunny and no rain. Weather forecast for the future, according to the drivers. I think we're gonna have a sunny race and possibly many one-stops. We have the formation lap getting underway now, with Francis getting off the line. Kalek following him in the Toro Rosso. Odom's obviously starting down in 6th place on the Sauber. We'll see how many places he can get up, if he can get up any, here in Monaco.
Yeah, that penalty's denied a Sauber front row, which is what we would have had. It would have been a front row lockout from the Saubers had it not been for that.
Francis on the Sauber, then Odom's promoted to a full-time driver alongside MOG Kiwis, who's not taking part in this race. Chill Drive is yeah, sitting in the garage, as it seems like on my screens.
It's not on mine.
That's his rare mechanic.
You have lovely desync issues. Mechanic is sitting on his face.
Indeed. Drivers coming to the tunnel section.
Now, lucky for the 2 Williams drivers, they're both starting at the back of the field. Ben LFC and De Benso, both starting at the back of the field. Especially after Odom's won the race for Williams last week.
But it will be interesting if you see the pecking order. We have 2nd place Greenwich Beer in front of 1st place Warlock, and 3rd place Tom Killer. Doesn't have anything to lose, if I'm honest, so I think he's going to try and make some moves on his championship rivals. But these 3 right behind each other, it's going to be definitely interesting in this race who gets the upper hand. And will Warlock extend his championship lead after this race? Or can Greenwich Beer or Tom Killer have a say here in Monaco?
Wrist has been removed from the formation. That probably hit the back of Francis Jessica into Raskas. I didn't see exactly what happened, but that's probably what happened there. As the drivers now begin to line up to get ready for the start of the Monaco Grand Prix for ERL F2 Season 3. Just waiting for the Williams pair of De Bense and Ben LFC to take their grid slots, as they have done now.
All drivers reading up, Ben. We're revving up to 5 red lights.
Drive through penalty for a jump start for Ben LFC.
Ben LFC has jumped the start indeed. Francis gets off
Francis
nicely,
gets off well.
holds onto the lead.
Gronice gets past Kalek.
Into P2. Yeah, Greenwich be up into P2. Kalek risks losing position off the start down to P3. Goes Walt remains in P4. And Tom Kill in P5 as well. Not many changes in the top 10. We see further back, we see the Bense up into P13 with his teammate in P14. Chill Drive is down in P15. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe a crash into the
Chill
first
Drive is
corner.
8th on my screen, so that's a decent for you. Yeah. Looks like there's been carnage and a train into the hairpin. Everybody got through the first sector really, really well, but of course lap 1, the hairpin.
There's a crash there. Maledictus.
There's a few.
And Killuminati. No, that's not Maledictus. That's Killuminati and the Bense. So a crash in the hairpin. Both of them tried to go side by side through there. Obviously didn't work. So they have crashed and they're finding themselves on the last two positions.
I reckon there's been more than just that in terms of crashing into the hairpin, because Robbins lost a lot of time to Swam as well. Looked like there was a train of just slow cars coming through the hairpin, so I think there's about 4 or 5 drivers that might have front wing damage.
Oh, Chill Drive, I'm not sure what's happening there, but yeah, on my screen is...
Francis Jessica crosses the line in the lead, so obviously has the fastest lap so far. And Odoms has maintained 6th position. Oh, Odoms looked for it on the inside of turn 1 on Tom Killer there. A little bit of wheel-to-wheel contact with him, and he stays behind the Belgian driver. 3rd in the championship, Tom Killer. Winner last week in Spain, Odoms. Got to try and make up positions after his grid penalty.
We have the 2 Haas in the pit lane, Robin and Killuminati, with Maledictus jumping Killuminati and the Bensei in P14 Killuminati is now getting served, so he's gonna find his car well behind the Williams of the Bensei, so he has a lot of work to do if he wants to get past these guys. But further up in front we have Francis leading still from Greenwich Beer, who got the position, moved on Calic Wrist on the start. So as it stands right now, and I'm saying it very early because I don't think we're going to see many changes in the positions in this race.
Not really. It's impossible to overtake around this track.
Greenwich Beer is going to have a 6
Chill Drive has a penalty already for corner cutting.
Ooh, interesting then.
We're only on lap 2.
So a race control has given him a
disconnection from somebody as well there, it just said. You said somebody got disconnected at the back. Might have been Killuminati. 5 seconds stop go for speeding the pit lane for Ben LFC as well. So we're already seeing penalties flying through everywhere. That might have been while he was coming in to serve his drive-through. So it was. He's coming to serve his drive-through and picked up another penalty serving his drive-through.
Oh, Odem's up the inside on Tom Killer into the second sector now.
They got it straight into Mirabeau.
Killer, yeah, in 7th place. Odems makes a position.
Properly compromised Tom Killer's entry to the hairpin as well, having Odems there in front of him, so he's got pressure now from Guinness and Chill Drive behind, but well done from Odems to make the lunge into Mirabeau. Overtaking around here is very difficult, and Odems wants to make up for lost positions, as Warlock has a penalty as well, and yet Tom Killer's losing positions left, right and centre now. Novel chicane, he's just lost 3 positions in the Novel chicane.
Has 9. Yeah, and Tom Killer down to
Guinness, Chill Drive and Hasnane have all got past, yeah. I don't know whether he's got damage, it looks like he might have hit the back of Odems into the hairpin.
Swam has got damage as well now, Johnny, so stabbed the wall in the second sector. Tom Killer's picked up a penalty in the meantime as well.
Yeah, we have penalties flying everywhere. Yeah, Tom Killer does have damage and had to pit. Ooh, looks like he hit the back of Odems into the hairpin.
Ben LFC, the Novel chicane, he's facing the wall. This is not a great way to start off the Grand Prix. He was finding himself in P11, so it wasn't that bad. He would be up into P10 had he not crashed.
Warlock very close to the wall there, coming out of Casino. That little bump just before Mirabeau.
This is a fight for the win here. Francis is not on the pace in this race, so Greenwich Beer stuck right behind him with Calic and Warlock right behind Greenwich Beer and Francis. So
Odems having clear air as well, what will allow him to catch up to this field as well. Odems the pole sitter, so we know he's got very good pace around here. I reckon he'll catch up to that train in no time at all, really. Now that he's broken the dirty air of Tom Killer in front.
Oh, we have a battle, which I'm not sure if it's actually a battle on your screen, but Killuminati and Chill Drive were at it on the uphill section.
There's some form of desync from you. What position did it say Killuminati or Chill Drive are in for you?
Killuminati is in P13 and Chill Drive in P14.
Chill Drive is 7th.
Maybe not.
So you've got some desynchronisation to Chill Drive there, I think, Mike. At the moment, Chill Drive is right on the back of Guinness, actually, for P6. Only 2/10 in it, quarter of a second. He might try and lunge. No, he's made contact with the back of the Renault, and I think he's got more damage. Yeah, Chill Drive does have that front wing damage now. Both sides of his front wing end plate have some damage there. He's just nudged Guinness as well, coming into Casino. Bit messy there from Chill Drive, and that's going to allow Hasnain to catch right up as well with the damage he's got. Odems already closed in a second on this last lap as well on that battle for the lead. Was 3.2 last lap, it's now 2.2. It's now 2 seconds actually coming into the tunnel. Illuminati right on the back of Ben LFC actually here for 12th position. Chill Drive has damage, so that battle pretty much between him and Guinness is very much at an end. Oh, Killuminati's lost it into turn 3. He's done a Max Verstappen in 2016. Yeah, he's lost his front wing. He just ran way too wide into that corner, just tapped the wall and it spun him round. Disastrous starts the race, it's just continuing to get worse. I think he's calling it a day there. Yeah, he is. Killuminati has called it a day after just 6 laps of racing here in Monaco. And Robin is painfully close to getting lapped. Robin coming through the hairpin. Francis is about to come into Mirabeau, so there's only one corner between first and last on track.
Hasnain in the pits. Tom Killer's going to jump him.
Chilldrive stayed out despite his front wing damage. That was quite a brave decision around here. Especially as around this track you need your car to be at the best performance possible to get lap times. The fact that he's staying out is quite surprising. Losing time
up into P4 now, up into P3. He overtakes Rennebier.
Yeah, Grenadier looks like he got a bad exit coming out of Portier.
Well, he lost the position. He must have lost the position to Calic as well. So that's, has he got damage? Or
I don't think he's got. It doesn't look like he has damage, but there might be something wrong with the left-hand side end plate. Yeah, maybe the left-hand end plate might have some slight damage. Because he is losing a lot of time now as well. Now
he's losing a lot of time.
Yeah, he's just let Odoms through. He must have damage. Yeah, into the pits he goes.
Into the pits. And that is...
And he has a 5-second stop go for speeding as well. Second one of the day.
That's not great.
Chilldrive also has another corner cutting penalty for Chilldrive. Second of the race for him. But that is an allowed
Warlock. We have the Bensei in the wall. No, we don't, because that's the desync of my internet.
Yeah, he's not in the wall. You scared me for a second then. Chilldrive is in the pits. Now, Tom Killen also has a 5-second stop go for speeding in the pit lane. These drivers seem to be really struggling with that pit lane entry.
Many people in the pits as well. Going to be a Chilldrive and Tom Killer. Chilldrive fitting on the soft tyres, while Tom Killer is in the pits again. Do you know why that is?
Will it have been maybe... I don't know.
Changing his front wing.
Again, so he must have made a mistake somewhere else on the track of the on the last lap.
It was all alone, so that was pretty
interesting. As Ben LFC is out.
Ben.
First part of swimming pool section. Ben LFC is in the wall in the first part of the swimming pool.
Ooh, Jesus Christ.
Brings us down to 13 runners.
Oh, Warlock's lost his front wing.
He has, yeah. He must have hit the back of Calic wrist or made a mistake. That's promoted Odoms to third.
I don't think Ben has ghosted there. And that's a very dangerous part and very quick and blind right and left hander of the swimming pool. Warlock is into the pits. And let's see now, is Grenadier going to jump him or not? No, he's not.
No, he's not. He's way too far back.
In P6 then.
I think Grenadier had to do much further of the lap than Warlock did. Odoms has been promoted to third place. It might not be too... There's not too much time between them, but Warlock definitely coming out in front and missing the white line on the pit lane exit. I'm amazed the game doesn't put you into trouble for that. He immediately just pulled straight back onto the track. He took the old pit lane from about 20 years ago. So we still have Francis Jessica right in front.
We still have Odoms struggling with fuel.
I haven't got the... I need to put lap data and telemetry on, and thank you for reminding me of that.
And we have Calic right behind Francis as well. Francis has again lost a bit of pace, so just, yeah, not consistent enough.
I mean, Calic's going to want to try...
himself right behind him.
Yeah, well, Calic Rest might just want to sit behind, so there are some back markers coming up. There's Maledictus and Robin just in front, who are about to become a lap down, so he might try and see if he can capitalise on maybe Francis losing some time behind those back markers before they let him through.
Now, I don't know about you, Johnny, but if I was him, if I was Calic Rest, then I would do the undercut and seeing all the back markers. I would hope to jump Francis, but you can see that Francis struggling into the second sector for the grip and the apex, so we'll see what happens here in the very challenging third sector. Will he pit, and what tires will they put on? Maybe some of them will have to put on the softs to go to the end. We saw Chilldrive put on the soft, but it is very nicely done, lets them through.
Yep, very well done by Maledictus. Just got the Robin. Oh! Calic's hit the inside wall of the Nouvelle chicane and spun it round. That's promoted Odoms to second position.
Odoms up into P2. What scenes here in Monaco, Calic. Did he hit the wall in the Nouvelle chicane?
Yeah, he hit the wall with his left rear coming into the Nouvelle chicane.
That was lucky, not get a puncture.
Lucky he didn't get a puncture or any kind of damage. So he did get away with that one. So he's only lost the one position to Odoms.
P6, P4.
Chilldrive is in 8th.
Well then. Another penalty for the Bensei. The Williams driver is not keeping it inside the white lines here.
And we can see if there's any kind of battle on that. Swan seems quite close to Guinness on track at the moment. That's the closest gap between two drivers anywhere in the field. It's the only gap inside a second. at this moment in time. As Calec is the next closest behind Odoms.
He is now inside a second.
Right, I'm going to keep watching this battle for fourth position, sorry, between Guinness and Swan. Swan on the super soft tyres, Guinness on old ultra softs. I'm pretty sure Swan pitted earlier on in this race. I'll check that. Yeah, no, Swan hasn't pitted. The Swan started on those super soft tyres, so they're probably a lot fresher now at this stage of the race than Guinness's worn ultra softs, as Ben has left the session after retiring earlier. Francis, our race leader, has a 3-second penalty for multiple corner cutting warnings.
Oh, Kalek, very close to the walls there, coming into Raskas, and Odom's tapping the wall in the exit of Raskas, and with Francis having a 3-second penalty, Odom's really needs to get inside the 3-second gap. He's currently 3.7 behind him, so you have to close up to his
Warlock
teammate.
has a second penalty.
Warlock picks up a penalty.
It's his second of the race. He picked up one earlier on.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's his second. I'll double check race director, but I'm pretty sure that's his second penalty now.
Pits.
It is Warlock's second penalty.
Why is Grenby down to P10? I'm not sure. He was right behind Warlock.
He's pitted twice in this race, Gronos Beer has.
Warlock's changing another front wing, so...
Yeah, Gronos Beer had to pit again a couple of laps ago, which is why he's so far back. But again, Swam seems so much faster than Guinness in their first and second sectors. Back in within half a second again of the Renault driver. That camera angle is completely counterproductive, thank you Codemasters.
He's gonna have to change his strategy if he wants to get past.
I might have to try and make an under... He is on the super softs though, so I don't know whether he might have to just wait for Guinness to pit. Yeah, no, Swan hasn't pitted. Only the top 5 at the moment haven't pitted. Everybody else behind the top 5 have pitted. As it stands at the moment, depending on what Hasnane could be, if he can take those super softs to the end, he could be in contention for maybe a podium position here if he just keeps out of the walls, because he's only 17 seconds off the squabbling pair of Swan and Guinness.
Currently have a battle with Maledictus and Robin, not for points, but for pride here in Monaco. You're going to be very proud if you make an overtake around the streets of Monte Carlo. So let's see how this pans out for the two drivers.
I thought he might have tried to take a leaf out of Odin's book and just launched up the inside of Mirabeau.
Swan 3.5 seconds Johnny beyond Guinness. This is a very close battle as well.
Yeah, it's the one I've been watching for quite a lot of this race. For at least the last 4 or 5 laps.
Right behind him.
Not able to get the move done though.
Yeah, Maledictus.
Maledictus is through, yes.
Robin lost the position, didn't see how.
It looked like he was coming out of Portier and into the tunnel by the looks of it. Gronos Beers just set the fastest lap of the race with a 1:14.3 in the Red Bull. Currently still in the points positions at the moment.
Francis into the pits. Race leader, lap 12.
As is Calec Rist as well from second. So that promotes Odoms to the lead of the race. Oh, sorry, Calec Rist from third, not second. So Odoms now leads. Guinness also dives into the pits. But Guinness has also just dived into the pits, so that promotes Swan to second at least, maybe to second. It's going to be close between him and Francis. Francis will probably get the hold position. Yeah, Francis holds on to second on the fresh super softs compared to Swan's super softs that he's been on since the start.
Guinness, a very slow pit stop.
Hasnane has jumped past Guinness. Guinness could even lose a position here, maybe to chill drive. It could be close. Nah, Guinness is well behind chill drive. Guinness rejoining in 7th position as Warlock's just put in a fastest lap of the race with a 1:13.8. Hello Zala, nice to see you in the stream. It's good to see you alive as well. I thought he died.
Tom Kill and Grangerby are
finding themselves Odom's getting very close to the wall coming out of the second half of the swimming pool chicane. Got a little bit throttle happy. He does stay out. I don't think he picked up any damage, but it did look like he tapped the wall there. But he's got the clear air now as well, so he's not picking up any dirty air from any cars in front. He's not under pressure from any cars behind. As Calec is right on the back of Swan for third for that final podium position. Doesn't look as though Odoms has any damage, Zarlin. Yeah, Calic right on the back of Swam in the Mercedes. You're still going to want to keep going for another good, at least another 10 laps on those super soft tyres, if not longer than that. If he's going to want a one stop. Calic sits behind for now. Not able to get a good enough drive out of Casino to make the move into Mirabeau.
Odem's picking up a penalty as well.
I didn't look, I was looking away at that moment.
13 seconds. I'm not sure what happened, but Francis got 3 seconds on that last lap to Odoms, or 2.
Odoms
So
might
Odoms
have
really
damage then. It doesn't look like on my screen that he has any, but...
No, might matter, but he stays out for yet another lap. So Tom Killer now up into P. I'm gonna mention that because he just passed Chill Drive, who is... He's not.
No, he's not. Chill Drive is currently 6th. Warlock has just overtaken... No, Warlock's in the wall! Warlock and Guinness made contact.
Into the wall. Oh, onto the new chicane.
Yeah, they made contact. I think it was Guinness and Warlock, or I don't know whether Warlock's made a mistake coming into the chicane or what, but his right front tyre's gone missing. The championship leader. Absolutely crucial.
No. That's crucial for Grenadier and Tom Killer now to get some decent points. They
But
are
at the moment, they're both sat 8th and 9th.
Other.
They're both sat 8th and 9th, so as it stands at the moment, if they finish where they are on track, Warlock will still maintain the championship lead. Grenadier is currently only on 2 points and he's 3 points behind.
Oh, he's in P8 on my screen.
He's P9 on mine. It's because you've got Chill Drive in the wrong place, I think that's probably why.
And I've got Chill Drive in 9.
I've got Chill Drive in 6th.
I'm not sure, Johnny, but Warlock got a 10-second penalty. And I don't know if that means that he sped a bit too much onto the chicane, got the penalty and then crashed into the wall. I don't think he would do that. But
I don't know what happened, but all I saw was Guinness get the position and then Warlock's, and then get the notification saying Warlock was out of the race. Yellow flag's in sector 2. And that is Chill Drive round in the same part that Warlock retired, which had promoted Guinness up to 6th. Chill Drive on soft tyres made a mistake and lost half his front wing.
Granny's be a very close Tom Killer. He's going to go for a move. Very close to him. He's right on his diffuser. Going to be very brave to make a move here. Maybe into Rascas. We'll have to wait and see. But into the swim pool section right behind him. Tom Killer under a lot of pressure here. He has to make up some points on both Grenadier and Warlock. So he has to keep this position for now.
As he dives into the pits. Tom Killer has dived into the pits.
For 3rd time.
Yeah, 3rd time he's dived into the pits. That's promoted Grono's Beer to 8 and provisionally the championship lead. If it stays where he is, he will take the lead by 1 point.
He has a 5-second stop and go, which he has to serve, so that's not good news for him. Greenwich is on the ultra, so he's not going to the end.
Maledictus has a corner cutting penalty down in 11th place in the McLaren driver.
Finally into the pits.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to rejoin in the podium.
16 he dives into the pits. No, I reckon he'll probably rejoin. He might rejoin in 3rd if he's lucky.
Yeah, he'll be very close. Well, Robin now lapped. Not a great picture for the half driver. Odom's down to P3 then. Let's see if he can remain on that position. Swam coming around the front corner. Yes, he will.
has just gone purple. Odoms will rejoin in 3rd position, just behind Calic Wrist and Francis Jessica. So he has been jumped by Calic Wrist. So the undercut working for Calic Wrist there.
Yeah, he did stay out to Odom's a long time. So he'll have some fresh super.
We'll have fresher tyres at the end of the race though. The game again messing me around here. I'm spectating Odoms on his car. He's got ultra soft, but on the Delta at the top left, he's on supers.
He's got super softs.
Yeah, no, on my screen he's got ultra softs actually on the car, but on the spectator camera he's on supers. I trust the spectator cam more than the actual graphics of the game.
So where's Chill Drive currently sitting?
Chill Drive is currently in 7th position, 2 seconds behind Guinness, with front wing damage though on soft tyres, so he probably will need to pit again. Warlock, I'll invite you at the end of the race. Not while we're still commentating.
Ooh, Francis, another penalty for him. Current race leader, 6 seconds going to be added to his race time. That's not little. And that's probably going to cost him maybe a position to Kalik or Odams. We have to see.
The moment he's still got
Odams
half a
can
second
Kalik.
on Kalik at this moment in time, if you exclude his penalties, because the gap is 6.5 seconds.
Yeah, and Kalik doesn't have a penalty. Odams and Francis both do, so Kalik is going to benefit a lot from this if he can keep it as clean as he is. So far, has 9 in the pits on his Red Bull pits on the super soft and a new front wing.
Yeah, new front wing for Ace Hasno. Drops him down to 7th. Might even drop him below Gronice's beard, but his teammate Gronice, this could be close. The two Red Bulls might well be battling on track here. I don't think Gronice might just get past him.
Yeah,
Gronice will.
Easily.
Gronice will get 7th place. So it's the Red Bulls currently 7th and 8th position as Hasnain exits the pits on super soft tyres. Just got to try and avoid mistakes and he can take those to the end. Odam's catching up to the back of Kalik wrist as well. Now the gap is just 2 seconds.
He was 3.3 when he made his pit stop, so he's definitely closing up as expected. Is the Sauber driver, and the interesting part will be when they will start battling. And we'll see if Odams is brave enough to try and make a move.
Tom Killer has a penalty.
Yeah, he picks up a penalty. He's currently P10 just after he's made his pit stop a couple of laps ago. Robin in the pits. A very disastrous race for him, if I do say so, a lap down. And I think his 3rd pit stop of the day.
Let's have a look. Yep, 3rd pit stop.
3rd.
So far the only people to have pitted 3 times are Tom Killer, Maledictus and Robin. The only 3 people to have made 3 pit stops in this race. Swan in 4th position, still yet to pit on his starting set of super soft tyres. So he's going to keep going further. He's losing a lot of time to the leading 3, but as it stands at the moment, he could be on for some decent points.
Yeah, to be fair, that's about how much you would go with super softs, as you cannot go more than 15 laps on ultras, to be fair, so we'll see him pitting in a couple of laps time. Greenwich BA is now in the pits and he exits well in front of Tom Killer, who's finding the last corner a bit difficult. Just enters the 2nd sector now as Greenwich BA, while Tom Killer is on the uphill section. Tom Killer is slowing down. I was about to say I thought he had like an engine failure on his McLaren Honda, but Francis...
Odams is within a second of Kalik wrist, by the way, for 2nd position.
6 tenths between them. Very
Odams has been flying since he pitted on those fresh super soft tyres. Don't believe what the game's telling you, he's not on ultra softs, he is definitely on supers.
And
right behind the Toro Rosso. Yeah, Maledictus having a bit of a unlucky race to say the least. Currently sat in 11th, 25 seconds off the points with, what, 3 penalties now?
Yeah, Tom Killer has been lapped by Francis Jessica. 3rd place in the standings. Francis definitely showing his speed here in Monaco.
Yeah, Odams now within half a second.
This will be tasty to watch then. Sauber driver on a mission here. He wants to get within 3 seconds of Francis Jessica, who has currently 2 penalties. Kalik is currently within 6 seconds, so Kalik is currently leading the net. Definitely needs to get past Kalik, and I think he will desperately try to do so.
Like, Warlock wants to get into the party because he's not going to be able to stay around for an interview afterwards because he wants to say something. But you're the party host, so I can't invite him. Odam's still sitting behind Kalik wrist at the moment. All very close into the hairpin. Not an easy corner on a pad, which is what Odams is on at the moment. Kalik wrist, by the looks of the way his steering angle goes, he is on a wheel. I'm not too sure. We'll have a look into the chicane and be a good giver.
His eyes on the pad. Odin's definitely on a pad.
Yep. Still half a second between them as DeBense goes fastest with a 1:12.9. First person to break into the 1:12s, but does get a penalty. Hello, Warlock.
Warlock in the party then.
Hello.
Hello.
So what happened?
Nah, it was my own fault because I need to go right now, so I crashed myself out. I knew no safety
Francis in
car
the
had
pits.
drive itself.
Francis has lost a bit of his front wing. Sorry, Warlock, but race leader
Odoms
is
has a
into the
penalty
pits
though.
for another pit stop. Yeah, Odoms has picked up another penalty then. So yeah, very scenes. Yeah, it's very scenes.
Very scenes. Very scenes. Good English, Mike.
Carry on, Warlock. Sorry for cutting you off then.
Yeah, nah, I wanted to say that I won't be racing for the next 2 races after this, so...
All right, that's
Okay, mate.
interesting for the championship.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing Greenwich Beer, I think, taking the lead on this race, unfortunately. So we'll see you in Austria.
Yeah, the Austria.
And yeah, one other thing, because
So,
you know when I was behind Gallic and then I lost my front wing, needed a pit.
yeah.
That was because I saw Ben right in front of me and crashed out.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah,
and I lost all of my momentum in once.
Yeah, we were thinking that.
Yeah, I lost all the momentum in that time and over.
How did you actually retire? Because we saw you getting a 10-second penalty and then losing your front tire.
He just said because he needed to go, he just crashed into the wall at the Noville chicane, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we got a 10-second penalty for corner cutting because he just straight lined the chicane.
Yeah.
Told you.
You can always watch it back on my stream, I have it on stream, so...
Oh, Children! No, he's not in the wall.
But yeah, I'll be going, okay?
Alright, mate.
Alright, see you all up in Austria in 2 weeks' time. We'll see the current championship leader in Austria, so see you there.
And yeah, good luck to all the other drivers out there.
Yep.
Goodbye.
See you in a bit, mate.
See ya. So we have Odoms right behind Calicrest. Odoms is still struggling with fuel.
He's struggling with fuel, but then Monaco's not really a track where you need a lot of fuel.
Not really, but
especially
he will
when
have
he's
to
in
make a move at some point.
Yeah, he is in the slipstream of Calicrest, so he is able to save fuel behind him because he will be gaining down the straights anyway.
Yeah, now Odoms and Francis have got the same amount of penalties, but interestingly Calic hasn't got any, so Calic, can he get his first win of the season? He got 1 podium in Australia. What do you think, Johnny? Tell me yes or no.
It's possible. He's just got to try and keep Odoms behind, basically. The moment Odoms gets through, I reckon that's race done and dusted.
Yeah.
So Calicrest has got 16. Calicrest has got 16 laps to try and hold Odoms at bay. If he does that, then obviously yes. The longer the better.
I think honestly Odoms is going to get past, and if he does, then he's probably going to crash, you know, because Odoms...
Possibly. He did manage to make a clean move earlier on in the race, though, Odoms did, as Childrive picks up another penalty.
Yeah, to be fair, Odoms starting P6 and he's now finding himself on the podium in the top 2, so it will not be a bad result, but as we know, Odoms wants to win, and
Odoms always wants to win.
Everyone wants to win, but Calic has missed the previous race, I think, so...
Yeah, Calic missed a couple of races this season. I think Calic was racing last week, but I think he missed Russia and Bahrain, I believe. Groenhuis Beer has a penalty.
Yeah, Grange be able to 3 penalties, finding himself in P8, am I right?
Groenhuis Beer is 9th, because you've still got Childrive in the wrong place.
Yeah. What a game.
No, you just seem to have desynced with Childrive. That's all there is to it, really. Odoms looks like he made a mistake coming out of Anthony Nogues, the final corner, because he lost 3/10 just down the pit straight on Calicrest. He was 3/10 down coming into Raskas, and then was 6/10 as they crossed the line. He's
now under 4/10 again, though. Is Odoms? Is he going to go for a move? Is he?
No, he hasn't gone for it. Oh, he had a look in the hairpin. He had a cheeky little look into the hairpin. Cheeky Luke.
Well, he doesn't go for it.
Yeah, a little bit slidey coming through the second part of Mirabeau and into Portier.
So entering the Nouveau chicane, these two are very close.
Robin
to
has
each
just
other.
got past Maledictus, as Maledictus has pitted for the 4th time in this race. Not having a good time of it, is he, today, Maledictus?
Yeah, Grange and
Groenhuis Beer and Debense, yeah, for 8th position. That's the only other thing. And Swam's quite close to Childrive as well. Swam on ultra soft tyres, Childrive on soft. I know that you're your screen doesn't say that because your screen says that Chill Drive's what, in 9th?
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that's the battle for 5th place. And this is the closest and the battle for 8th. They're both very, very close. Oh, as I've just spectated that battle for 8th, the Grown Ice Beer looks like he's lost a bit of his front wing on the back of Debense coming into the hairpin.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I saw some form of carbon fibre flying around.
I think we're gonna see a 4th pit stop from Greenwich Beer.
Yeah, not seeming to have much luck in this race. I think three of his front wings have been fixed due to hitting the back of other cars into braking zones. You've got to be careful around here. If you're chasing another car, you've got to brake early, as Hasname picks up a penalty for multiple corner cutting warnings. Swan right on the back of Chill Drive. He's going to try and launch it up the inside of turn 1. He had a look, but sits behind for now. 2 compounds separate these two drivers, and I believe Chill Drive still has damage. Yes, he does. So Swan's going to want to try and clear Chill Drive as soon as possible. Oh, bad exit out of Casino from Chill Drive, and again Swan looked for it, but decided better of it coming into Mirabeau. Chill Drive really struggling on those soft tyres with his front wing damage as well.
Oh, Odoms has lost a bit of his front wing on the last corner. He has lost a bit of his end play, and this could be race over for him.
Yes, I am, Lickle. I am racing in PSGL tonight.
He could be losing this race right now. Odoms has lost a bit of his front wing. The gap is now over 2 seconds, and he definitely has to
Chill Drive's just gone straight on at the, or not straight on, but kind of extended track limits a little bit in the Nuremberg chicane. Mainly due to his damage. The damage is not helping him try and get around that section. I've just seen a front wing as well through the swimming pool section, so... And that is the front wing of Guinness in 4th position, who's going to lose those positions now. Made a mistake coming into the swimming pool section and is going to drop right down the field. Possibly even down as low as 8th place. Due to the front wing change. Just promoted Chill Drive to 4th and Swan to 5th. Hasnane now into 6th position. It's going to be close here between Debense, Grown Ice Beer and Guinness. They're all going to rejoin pretty close. Now they've got in front of Guinness.
Oh, again, Chill Drive.
Yeah, don't believe anything you see from Chill Drive on your screen, Mike.
I'm just getting excited because I see all the time a guy crashing. I don't realise it's flipping Chill Drive. But Greenwich Beer.
Didn't you have issues with Didn't you have issues with desync to Chill Drive in Spain as well? I think you did. You had issues to somebody.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, you never know. But I don't know. It was Warlock who was stuck in the pit lane.
Oh yeah.
So what it was? Yeah, Odom is staying out, and I think this is the smartest thing to do. As Francis, he has to get past him. They both have the same amount of penalties. If Odom's pitted now for ultra softs, he would have been on fresher tyres, but he would have been behind him. Honestly, I don't think that anyone can get past on any tyre. So
I reckon that mistake from Odom's into the final corner has pretty much gifted Calic Rest the win of the race.
Yep, I think
100% believe that, because he's losing time due to his damage, and Swan getting very close to the back of Chill Drive.
Yeah, Swan and Chill Drive.
We have no more spaces left for you to join. Every league is full with about 5 reserves. Oh, front wing damage for Swan coming into Portier. Ran a little bit wide and tapped the wall. He's lost a part of his left-hand end plate.
Guinness and Greenwich Beer very close to each other. Battle for P8.
Oh, a little bit of a back end loss there for Guinness.
Yeah, Guinness losing the back end. He is on fresh ultra soft as he pitted a couple of laps ago with a fresh front wing, as he needed that. But Greenwich Beer, I'm not sure what the penalties are, how they're looking like. But Greenwich Beer is currently gonna take the championship lead by 1 point, and he has 2 races to extend that or lose that championship lead, because Warlock is not participating in the next 2 races, as you heard earlier. So
Grown Ice Beer is going to want to try and hold on to this 8th position with his life, because if he does hold on to it, he will take the championship lead. I think Chill Drive will be pretty close there to the top as well, due to him currently being in 4th place. Swan getting very close into turn 4 to him as well. Guess within a tenth there for a second of Gronosbeer coming into Mirabeau. Tries to look for a move up the inside into the hairpin, thinks better of it. And they're going to have the Williams and the Bense get in the way as well. So Swam's made the move. No, Swam is in the wall. Is it Maledictus? No, it was... Okay, that confused me for a second. Swam got the move done on... on chill drive, and then it said that they swapped positions again, and now they've swapped again, so Swam is now into 4th position, has finally got the move done. Looked like it was into the Nouvelle Chicane. As we have yellow flags in sector 1 and 3. And that was Maledictus's AI car that was pulling off to the side of the road after retiring. Looked like it held Odoms up a little bit, though. Well, not Odoms, Francis Jessica, sorry. Looked like it held Francis Jessica up a little bit.
Guinness still very close to Grenadier.
Like the only battle going out on track now is Swam has got past Chill Drive and is going to keep pulling away. Both drivers have damage, but Swam is on far softer tyres. So he's got more grip. So she'll continue to just keep pulling away. This is the only real battle going out on track now. Apart from maybe in a few laps time.
Guinness up the inside of Grenadier.
Launches it.
He makes the move done. That's a very brave overtake.
They're still side by side into the hairpin. Oh, they're in the wall.
A crash and they both stopped.
Guinness is in the wall.
Guinness is stopped. I think Grenadier is going to let him through there.
Yeah, Gronosbeer letting him through.
Robin is getting involved as well as a back marker there. He lets them through. Guinness up into P8 again then.
But Guinness does have damage as a result of that contact. Guinness has half a front wing.
Yeah, he does. He does, but what a move. That was very close, limited space.
Gronosbeer also has half a front wing, so they both damaged each other in that incident. So, the fact that Gronosbeer's let Guinness through is kind of even things out a little bit.
Francis is AI.
Francis is indeed AI. I think I can't remember who it was who said that they would be. No, he's just on AI. Literally just.
Grenadier yet another penalty. I think it's 3, if I'm correct. So. His chances of getting points are getting decreased massively then with a crash of Guinness and yet another penalty.
Hasnain has another penalty, yep. And he's catching up to the back of Childrive for 5th position though. As Childrive is really struggling with the front wing damage he's had for most of this race.
Francis in the pits again. Francis has lost more of his front wing. Very crucial him. I think he's going to come out behind Swam.
The gap's 25 seconds, so it could be close. As Childrive has just lost even more of his front wing on the exit to back. I reckon Childrive's going to have to pit and change his front wing now. He's just hit the wall on the exit to back. And has now got, I think it's entirely orange front wing. And yeah, he does dive into the pits, which promotes Hasnain to 5th position. Francis is going to get out in front. Francis holds on to 3rd position for now, but Swan will be trying to catch him as soon as possible. Childrive has a puncture. It says he had a puncture.
Hang on.
So pitting for Ultra
Swan has 1 penalty. Francis has 2. Let's see who has a puncture.
Childrive, which is the reason why he pitted. Yeah, no front wing on my screen, mate. Yeah, no, he's currently down in 9th position. He's just rejoined. Rejoined in 9th, which has promoted Gronosbeer back up into 8th position, which is the position he needs to be in to take the championship lead.
Am I finally synchronized? I don't think I am, but he's in 9th. He's just rejoined on track, ahead of Tom Keller, behind Grenadier.
Where is he on track for you?
Coming to the 2nd sector now.
Yeah, he's just coming into the hairpin now for me.
Oh, okay, so we're not in the same place. I'm still desynchronizing. The closest gap we have is 3.087 seconds from
3.1, yep.
and Guinness.
That is the smallest gap on track right now. We've only got 6 laps to go though. Quite a lot of this race, we've had drivers close to each other. It's been more interesting than I thought it was going to be, this race.
Yeah, I'm going to see a very surprising winner as well, if I'm honest. He doesn't have a lot of... God. Doesn't have a lot of points out of the grist. We're about to say a voice crack without a live stream, without a voice crack. It's not
You
possible.
were doing well. You managed to last 33 laps and qualifying. You did pretty well.
Oh well. I didn't do any in
Oh,
Spain.
Francis sideways throughout the hairpin there. He needs to be careful on how much he pushes, because he's going to lose more of his front wing and then lose
Sector
the
3
podium
yellow
positions.
flags. Oh, that's Tom Killer.
And that is Odin's
Tom
in the
Killer
pits
in the
as
wall.
well. So I don't know whether he's... Yeah, I think it might have been to do with... That might have something to do with Odin's pitting.
Odin's is pitting.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Odin's is in the pits. I mean, he's got enough of a gap, so he should rejoin in second position ahead of Francis, but...
Shieldroff in the pits as well. No, he's not.
Shieldroff's miles away from the pit lane.
Shieldroff is going full speed in the pit lane for me. Oh well.
And that is...
Oh, this is great.
Calic Wrist is now 32 seconds in front of TS Odoms.
Yeah, 32.4 and Francis.
With just 5.5 laps to go. So he's just got to keep it out the barriers. He does have damage, Calic Wrist, so he's just got to keep it out the barriers. And the win is his, effectively.
Has a lot of damage, actually.
Yeah, it looks like he's got half orange front wing, left hand side of his front wing very badly damaged. But he has got...
So he just has to keep it out of the barriers.
Yeah, he's just got to hold on for 5 laps. And Odoms has got to hope he can try and gain in, what, 6 seconds a lap? Which I don't see happening.
But Francis, a silly mistake earlier, saw him pitting again. He's got 3 pit stops done to Odim's 2, so if he didn't have that extra pit stop, he would have been in P2 and he would have got 3 extra points for him. Tom Killer is in the pits now after losing a part of his front wing. McLaren pit crew are out.
Robin has picked up another penalty at the back of the field, Robin. 11th place.
Yeah, 4 pit stops for him.
Yeah, 4 pit stops, he's not had a good day. The only drivers that pitted once in this race so far are Calic Wrist and Swan. Everybody else has made at least 2 pit stops.
Do you know what just happened on my screen?
What just happened?
Do you know that guy in the pit lane, yeah, in the pit stop, in the pit box where he just lifts the car from the front?
Yeah.
He was lifting the car from the side.
What?
Yeah, he wasn't doing it from the front, he was just on the side and lifting it. What the hell? Like with the...
Pre-order now!
Oh, I can't wait to do the highlights for this race.
I know, right, you're gonna have cars teleporting everywhere.
Jeez, I'm definitely gonna put Shield Drive going to the pit lane with 300 kilometers an hour. As he's still facing the barrier for me for about 3 minutes now. But again, Greenwich and Tom Killer not being able to get a lot of points when Warlock is retiring.
Odoms has been catching pretty quickly to Calic Wrist with the damage that Calic Wrist has. I think it's been about 3 seconds the last couple of laps, so that is not enough. As Odoms has a penalty, Calic Wrist doesn't unless he's picked one up in the last few laps. Enough. Nah, it's nowhere near going to be enough.
It's all up to Calic Wrist to keep it out of the walls for 4.5 more laps.
3.5.
It's 4.5.
No, 37, 38, 39, and then half of 36. Yeah. Nice maths. Hasnain catching up to the back of Swan as well. He does have damage. 1.5 seconds now between the two, so these two could be right on top of each other coming towards the final laps of the race.
God.
Tom Killer picks up another penalty. Grodno's Beer is in 8th position, yes.
So he will get the championship lead after this race. My voice is again gone, as it always is in the end of these races.
Standard, Mike.
I'm very happy it is, because these races are a lot of fun to watch and commentate over. And you're going to be very surprised to know that we're going to see a 6th different winner here in Monaco by the name of Calic Wrist. And the previous race winner Odoms in P2, with Francis looking very good to win this race earlier.
After having pole position as well.
Yeah, having 3 pit stops though to Calic Wrist 1 and Odoms 2, so a lot of different strategies here in Monaco.
Must admit, the helicopter cam around this track looks absolutely brilliant. I just had the helicopter cam come through the final sector as I'm currently spectating Hasnain, as he's only a second behind Swan.
Ooh, Childrive has finally got himself out of the wall. 4 minutes he was in there.
He's still probably in the complete wrong part of the track to where he actually should be, though.
He's crossing the line right about now.
He is... Yeah, he's in turn 1 for me, so he's not too far behind.
He was in P1 for me, so definitely not synchronized yet.
Still not. He might be in the right place by the end of the race, you never know. Hasnain is within a second now of Swam as well. As we're about to start the final lap, as we're on the second to last lap for Calipris, the race leader. Odom's almost an entire sector behind. As the Bense picks up another penalty. I'm dreading to look at the penalties by the end of this race, because there seems to be penalties everywhere. Hasnain now with it just 6/10 behind the back of Swam. He'll have DRS coming down the home straight. Guinness also picking up a penalty. Hasnain lost time down the home straight though to Swam. I don't know what kind of wing level Swam's running compared to Hasnain, but he lost, even with DRS, he lost 2/10. Seems a little bit strange.
Let's see now for the twisty part.
9/10.
2 and into the slow part of the hairpin. It is 9/10, and now gap
down to 7. As race leader Calipris is about to start. Calipris starts his final lap of the race. The race leader with a 17-second gap to Odom's behind. Hasnain just tapped the wall there coming through the tunnel. I don't think he got any damage. I didn't see any carbon fibre flying anywhere, but he did tap the wall. He's now just 3/10 behind Swam. Got a great drive coming down the tunnel. Yeah, it's often penalties very much like ERL Canada, Season 1 Canada. We all remember what happened there. I think I had about 5 in that race. Hasnain still behind Swam. Got just 1 lap to try and get that move done and try and get that position. Because I think they both have penalties, but I think Hasnain has 2 or 3. I'm not 100% sure.
Calipris then about to start his 127th sector of the race, which is his final one.
Quick maths with Michael.
15 seconds ahead of Odoms, yeah. Was doing it for the whole lap.
She was trying to work it out.
That. So coming into Raskas now, he's well ahead of Odoms. Didn't pick up any penalties, which is a very big bonus for him. So coming across the line now, Calipris is going to win in Monaco, 6th different winner in a Formula 2 for Season 3. Unbelievable scenes, 25 points for him.
I now cannot unspectate from Calix, so I don't know whether Hasnain's going to get the move done on Swan. As Odoms crosses the line in 2nd position, 18 seconds off.
With the penalties.
Yep.
And Francis in 3rd. First race for him and podium in Monaco.
Childrive, I think, has just put himself in the wall coming out of Casino, but he's guaranteed to finish 9th. Francis crosses the line in 3rd position. Not a bad result for Francis, despite taking the pole position. Could have been on to win, but 3 pit stops has pretty much buggered him out of any chance of winning. Is Swan going to be able to hold off Hasnain across the line? Yep, he does. Yes, Hasnain with his penalties lost 6 seconds on Swan there, so 2 penalties for Hasnain. I don't think he had any for Swan then. Childrive picks up a penalty right at the end. As the Bense crosses the line in 6th, Guinness in 7th. So just Gronosbeer and Childrive yet to finish. Gronosbeer crosses the line now. Childrive in the final sector, I believe. And another penalty through the second half of the swimming pool, I reckon. Now we've got a long wait, waiting for Childrive to cross the line. There he goes. Childrive crosses the line. Still managed to get 11 finishes in this race. More than I was expecting when we only started with 15 drivers. As we're just getting the podium sitters into the party so we can ask some questions. If anybody has any questions in the chat, please pop them in and we can ask them to them. We haven't had any the last few weeks. It'd be nice to see somebody ask some questions.
In the podium celebrations then for Calipris and the 2 Saubers in the podium. Francis has joined us. Hello Francis, and well done on your podium, on your debut race in ERL. How does it feel?
It feels good, but to be honest, I'm absolutely gutted to just bin it out of the lead. It could have been a better result.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
that
you
pole
were on
position,
point.
yeah, and you were holding on to that lead throughout the entirety of the first stint. We thought you could have just held on for the win. But where were the
Yeah, I
mistake?
was
What
laughing
was the
at
mistake you made?
Williams. I was laughing at Williams in the lowest hairpin. I just turned in too tight and was just slowly started edging towards the wall.
Ah,
And got a
okay.
yellow wing and I had to box.
So shame that
That's
happens.
Francis
So
was
that made
P2.
so did that change your strategy then from a 1-stop to a 3-stop then because you had to do some weird tyre strategy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Waiting to see if you're there.
But I'm still happy with the podium though.
Yeah, podium's still a very, very good result. 15 points.
Yeah, yeah.
Never grumble at 15 points. You've got as many podiums as I do in this league right now.
15 points is better than 0.
Yeah, any points are better than 0.
Yeah.
Waiting to see if the other two going to join the party, Mike.
Yeah, I just increased the party size.
Oh yeah, I forgot you made it like 4 people.
Yep. So waiting for Odums and race winner
Speaking of Odums, hello Odums.
I was trying to join ages ago, but the party size was only 3.
You have, I don't know whether it's Mike or Falcon you have to blame for that.
It's me.
I'll blame someone else.
And we have the race winner in.
Hello, Caliquist. Congratulations on your first race win in ERL. You made the 1-stop. You didn't lose any front wings until the very end of the race, I think.
Yeah.
And you got the win for that reason. Odums and Francis both got in many crashes. So how does it feel to finally be a race winner in ERL?
Awesome. Very awesome.
Nice. Good, so you have 25 points. I'm not sure where that exactly puts you in the
I
championship.
will have a look at the standings and see if I can work something out.
I think you're near the top 5.
Puts you up to 43 points, so I believe that puts you level
Same as
now
me.
with Odums.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're 1 point ahead, sorry. You're on to 44, Odums is on 43. How does it feel, Odums, now that you've just heard that? You bottling and losing your front
only
wing
had
has
2
just cost you a
races.
position in the championship.
Yeah, I think that the thing that cost me the position was more me taking Maledictus out in qualifying. That
Oh
was
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
killer.
Yeah, I was spectating
nothing
Maledictus' lap for that. It looked like you just pulled over a little bit too late to let him through.
Yeah, I did. I was just really not paying attention. I was just watching my fuel, and I feel really bad about
You
it.
have no idea how ironic that is. Because you literally said in the chat before the lobby started, if anybody's gonna get lapped, let everybody through.
Oh, I feel so bad. But I think he was okay at the set lap at the end, so I did a good lap as well. I ended up 6th.
So Odums, let's talk about the thing that lost you this race. Where did you lose your front wings?
The last corner, I forget what it's called.
Anthony knows.
Anthony knows, yeah. Anthony's nose. I turned it
Smacked his wing up
I
Anthony's
turned it a
nose.
bit- Yeah, I
Oh
turned
yeah, I
it a bit
saw
too
that.
early.
I saw that one.
There was a second one at the end where I think you had half a front
early.
wing and you pitted at the
Second
end.
one, yeah, the second one I after like a billion times I just ran wide at the back because the front wing damage was a bit too much. So I just thought, fuck it. Francis
Mine's
pit,
bad.
so I have like about a billion seconds lead to him. So yeah,
Oh, so you decided just to pit and save the second place than try and battle for the lead in the end. Fair enough.
I thought Kalik was gonna 2-stop because they pitted early.
Undercut.
To be fair, Kalik did well at the end as well, because you had front wing damage at the end, didn't you, Kalik?
Yeah. Yellow.
Yeah, it looked like on the spectator camera that you did.
Undercut of like 5 laps.
Yeah, I know.
We were surprised by how late you
I was
actually
thinking-
pitted, Odums, to be honest.
Yeah, I did a little practice race myself because I'm no friends, and I pitted lap 17. That's when the AI pitted as well. So I just thought that was the right time, but no, it was not the right time.
Yeah, the undercut did work massively.
Yeah, I was hoping that maybe he would get held up in traffic, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, Suomi-lanit a bit helped me up, but I got lost.
Yeah, I only just got out ahead of a Mercedes, I think it was.
That would have
Would have
been
cost me a lot of
Swam.
time.
That would have been Swam, yeah.
Fuck's sake,
It definitely costed, it costed...
So what you're saying is Swan was the
Cut it
reason I
a lot
lost
of
this
time.
race. Swan's fault I lost this race then.
Why?
Adams, how did you enjoy your first race with a pad?
Around Monaco.
In Monaco. It was an absolute nightmare, and I never want to do it again.
So I've got the fun of that later on as well.
It's a masochistic thing to want to do. Like,
Yeah,
no one with a pad
it's so
goes,
difficult.
ooh, I want to do Monaco.
Yeah, it's so difficult to drive Monaco in a pad.
But I did it at least.
Yeah, and you did well. You got
Yeah,
second
obviously.
place.
I was consigned to the fact that I was not going to overtake anyone, so I was just waiting for them to make mistakes, and fortunately everyone did. So, okay, then great.
Only 4 retirements, to be fair. It's not a lot from Monaco.
As soon as I made my first mistake, I really just lost concentration.
Yeah, it's pretty easy in Monaco.
Was there a safety car? On?
No, safety car was off
Safety car's off.
Why do you not use it?
because it's broken. Online safety car is
they fixed
completely
it.
broken. No, they haven't.
With 1.10, it's broken again.
Yeah,
I
it's still
had a- I
broken.
had
It's still broken. It comes out every. It still comes out every 3
laps.
laps. Yeah.
We had a safety car in TS, so it was fine.
Yeah, but still, it's
I
not
had
worth
it.
taking the risk.
I had a league on Wednesday and it did it.
I had it happen last Sunday, which was the first day of the new patch.
Oh well. To be fair, there
Do
would
we
have been
have
like 5.
Any questions from...
None from anybody in the stream, and I think we pretty much covered everything.
Something it's time to end the
By the way,
stream then.
just saying, I still count it as getting pole. By the way, it's still me getting pole.
Mo.
Just 'cause I got the good penalty. No, just 'cause I got the...
Schumacher's pole in Monaco didn't count. Yeah, but it didn't count on his record.
Fuck off.
It didn't count on his record.
You did count his record. You were looking at the wrong records.
No, you've been looking
No,
at the
we
wrong
are.
ones, mate.
Wait, so would it be my pole that counted or Odin's?
It's
Would have been
it's the guy that
yours,
starts
Francis.
first.
Yeah, it would have been your poll counted, Francis.
Fuck's sake.
Sorry, Odams. Not my fault you decided
got it
to
in.
hold up Killuminate.
I made a huge
It was not
mistake
Illuminati.
at casino on my last lap. I was completely going Tokyo drift style at the at it. Lost about half a second, so I was just praying I wouldn't fall that far back.
Yeah, I went on my last run and I just kind of bottled it because I was scared. I didn't even need to set a lap because I already had a 5-place split penalty anyway. I just want to do it for pride.
Just wanted to be the fastest guy on track. Standard you.
Yeah.
Right, on that note, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream there. Well done, all 3 of you podium sitters, for your results.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we will see you next week for the Canadian Grand Prix. See you then.